Hi, I'm Terrinique Pennerman, founder of the best-selling naturally curly hair care brand Kurlee Belle and host of the Terrinique Show, a show where we talk about hair, a woman's crowning glory. I'm so happy that you've allowed us to be a part of your hair care journey, and I hope that you enjoy the show. Hi guys, and welcome to another episode of the Terrinique Show. I'm so happy that you guys continue to tune in to the Terrinique Show. I hope that what we share here is helpful to your hair journey. Please like, follow, and subscribe. We are the Terrinique Show everywhere: Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. If any information that we share in this show is helpful to you, please give us a thumbs up on YouTube, because that helps us reach more people to help them with their hair journey. In today's episode, we are going to talk about hair sabotage and 10 bad habits that you may be doing that's stopping your hair from flourishing. You've heard the term self-sabotage, right? And the same thing applies to your hair. But let's look at the definition of self-sabotage, and we can kind of understand what we're doing when we hair sabotage, right? So betterup.com describes self-sabotage as when people do or don't do things that block their success or prevent them from accomplishing their goals. And it's the same thing with hair care. You know, you want long flowing hair, you want your curls to be healthy and flourishing, you want the big afro. It's so many goals that you want for your hair, but there are things that you're doing daily that is self-sabotaging your hair. For example, let's think about other ways that we self-sabotage ourselves. For like, we go and we work out. So you work out for an entire hour and then you say, I deserve a treat. Let me treat myself. And you eat a whole pizza, or you grab the donut, or you know, a late night snack, you want to eat cookies. And I'm talking about myself here. Or every day you want to get a slice of apple pie. This is self-sabotage. How are we supposed to have that summer body if we go and work out and then we fill ourselves up with sugar, carbs, and a bunch of junk? That's self-sabotage. The same thing you do for your hair. Like, you want something, you want your hair to be healthy, you want your hair to grow, you want to retain length, but your daily habits are not, you're not showing up for what you want, right? One of the #1 things that women with curly hair do is to self-sabotage or hair sabotage, going days without moisturizing the hair. We already know that curly hair can be drier than straight hair or other hair types, right? So moisture is king when it comes to curly hair. You cannot, if you have straight hair, yeah, you can go 4 days and not apply moisture to your hair. That's not recommended, but you can do it, right? With curly hair, you cannot go days and weeks with not moisturizing your hair. So that is the #1 way that you're hair sabotaging, by just not applying water, not applying conditioner to the hair every day or every other day. Especially if you have high porosity hair. And we know that with high porosity hair, the hair absorbs water quickly and it releases it quickly. So the moisture isn't staying into the strands, and that hair type tends to look dry, dull, and get brittle and break because it's not being moisturized. So we know that moisture protects our hair from breaking and being damaged. So you cannot go days without moisturizing. That's the #1 way to self-sabotage your hair. #2, leaving hairstyles in too long. Ladies, I know the summer is coming and it's protective style season, or I like to say it's box braid season. And you know, we do not want to be bothered with our hair because we have other things to do, like go to the beach, go on vacation, and the hair is not, you know, in the plans for the summer. So we put in some box braids or a protective style and we just forget about our hair. Leaving your hair tied down in a style for too long, anything over 8 weeks, is a no-no. Because what's happening is you are not moisturizing your hair. Your hair is being starved of moisture, but it's still being affected by environmental factors like heat, wind, and sun. And it's getting drier. And the drier the hair, the more brittle and breakage. That is why if you've had a protective style in for a long time and you see a ton of new growth and you're like, oh, my hair has grown so long. And then you take those braids out and you realize that your ends are dry and brittle and split. So then you have to trim your ends and then it's like your hair didn't even grow. So what was the point? The point was that you left it in too long, so the ends of your hair became dry and damaged. If you are gonna wear box braids and you wanna wear them for a long time, try wearing them for about 4 weeks or 5 weeks, taking them out, shampooing, deep conditioning, sealing, moisturizing the hair, and then putting them back in for another 4 weeks. So that's an option. I know that can be expensive because sometimes braids can cost a lot of money. Hey, I'm in Miami and I know, but you know, this is what you need to do to maintain a healthy head of hair and to make sure that you are retaining length. Number 3, not washing your hair tools or your bonnets, your scarves, your satin pillowcase. These things are the breathing ground for bacteria and fungus to get into the hair and scalp. If you're wondering why my scalp is always flaking and itching, it's because your brush that you use to brush your hair with, you have not washed that thing in months. Or your comb, you've not been washing that. Your scarf smells, it has this funky scent, and you know, like when you put the scarf on, this does not smell good. Take time to throw those stuff in the wash, okay? Wash your scarves, your bonnets, even your hair ties. Wash those things. Just, you know, get a little protective washer bag. I don't know what they're called, but anyway, put all of your hair ties in it and, you know, tie it up and throw it in the wash, because hair ties are tiny so they can get lost really easily. But throw everything in the wash. Just make sure you're keeping it clean. Your brushes and combs and whatnot, and your butterfly clips, if you have any clips, you can take them, put them in like a bowl with some hot water and some detergent, or better yet, use your shampoo and just let them soak overnight. Just as you wash your makeup brushes, you need to be washing your hair tools. Because I like to tell you that when you think about your scalp, think about it as skin. So if you are using your brushes, your makeup brushes for your blush or whatnot, and you're not washing that stuff, eventually your face is gonna break out into, you know, you're gonna have breakouts, acne breakouts. The same thing with your hair. If you are not constantly washing your hair tools, your scalp is gonna get irritated, itchy, and no one likes an itchy, flaky scalp. So wash your hair tools, ladies. Number 4, and I am guilty of this because I love a hot shower. So taking a hot shower while you are shampooing your hair and conditioning your hair. I mean, I don't like to, personally, I would prefer to wash my hair in the sink, because when I'm in the shower, I do not want to be running cold water down my hair, right? So I try to shampoo my hair in the bathroom sink instead of the shower, because I know I will be tempted to turn the heat all the way up, and that heat is not good for your hair. You want to shampoo your hair with warm water, not steaming hot water, and then you want to condition your hair with cool water. So if I'm in the shower and I'm washing my hair and conditioning my hair, I am going to wash and condition my hair with hot water because I can't be in a cold shower. So ladies, do not take steaming hot showers and wash your hair. Wash your hair in the sink and use the shower for your steaming hot baths, because this is sabotaging your hair. Number 5, excessive heat styling. So you have naturally curly hair and you got a blowout and you are loving how your hair is looking. It's summertime, you know, and you're looking summertime fine, and you're just like, I love this, you know, this straight hair. It makes me feel like somebody else. But because your hair is naturally curly, sometimes the humidity gets into the hair and it starts to curl back up. So what do? You take that flat iron and you run it over the hair, and you just keep running it over the hair so it'll stay straight. This is the worst thing to do to curly hair, because you will end up damaging the hair from applying excessive heat to it, especially if you aren't using the heat protectant. Oh, you think, okay, no, I can just run the flat iron over this little piece of hair just really quick. It won't do any damage. It will do damage, especially if you are doing that every other day. If you're doing that every other day, it definitely will cause damage. So you want to limit the heat styling, ladies. And if you are heat styling your hair, please use a heat protectant. Number 6, skipping deep conditioning. I know wash day can be like a long, this whole long thing, but ladies, I recommend that you deep condition your hair every time you shampoo. Why? Because if you have high porosity hair or if you have damaged hair, then you need to be giving it some TLC when you're washing your hair. So do not skip your deep conditioner. If you don't have time to let a deep conditioner sit on your hair, you can deep condition overnight. So schedule your wash day. If you know your wash day is gonna be on Saturday, deep condition on Friday. Or if you know that, you don't have time to do a deep conditioner, just skip the wash day until you can do a deep conditioner. It will save you your hair length, it will just save you, because your hair needs this added boost of moisture, added boost of softness and strengthening, because that is what maintains a healthy head of hair and allows you to retain length. Remember, ladies, the ends of our hair is the oldest part of our hair, so they need more love and more attention, and that's what a deep conditioner does. Number 7, applying pressure to your edges, because you don't like them to be curling up. You want them to be slicked down as if you have a relaxer. No, if you have natural hair, your edges will curl. They will curl up and they will not lay down flat. So do not apply extra pressure to your edges, because listen, once your edges are, thinning out, it is harder to grow them back. It will take patience and time. So just take your time with your edges. I recommend using an edge brush if you want to smooth your edges down. We have a great treatment. It's our Miracle Scalp and Edge Treatment Gel, and it has biotin in it. It strengthens the hair and allows you to tame your edges. So you're not only taming them, but you're strengthening them. So use our edge gel, or use an edge gel that has strengthening ingredients in it, or just use your fingertips when you're applying your edge gel to your edges, and then use a scarf to tie it down in place. You want to be delicate with your edges. Do not apply pressure to your edges. Number 8, scratching your scalp for days instead of shampooing. We've all been there, ladies, and it's like, this is day 3 and I gotta get in the middle here. I'm using anything I can. I'm using a paper clip. I'm using a pen, a pencil, anything I can to get to that area that's really itching and irritating me. Don't put yourself through that. Don't put your scalp through it. Just schedule a day when you are gonna wash. Do not go days with an itchy, flaky scalp, because a healthy scalp means healthy hair. If your scalp is itching and flaking, that means that you need to pay attention to it and you need to shampoo it and keep it clean so there's no bacteria or fungus growing there. to stunt your hair growth or cause more issues. Number 9, rushing through the detangling process. Everyone knows that when you have curly hair and it's wash day, you need to bring your patience. If you do not have patience, you will do more damage than good. Just leave the hair alone if you do not have time. The detangling process is key to retaining length. So if you are rushing through the detangling process, you run the risk of breaking the hair, pulling out hair follicles, just damaging the hair, and then you're frustrated because your hair is all like broken and damaged in areas. Your scalp is hurting because you're pulling on your hair. Just don't rush through the detangling process. My recommendation is to put on a rinse out conditioner on damp hair, leave that on for an hour or 2, or do it overnight so that your hair is softened up and detangled. So when you go to apply your shampoo and your conditioner, your leave-in conditioner, half the battle is already won. Your hair is already soft and ready to be detangled. So you need to plan your wash day, schedule your wash day, because you don't want to rush through any of these steps. And number 10 of how you're sabotaging your hair, or hair sabotage, bleaching your hair. Yes, I know, ladies, it looks good, the highlights look good, the blonde looks good, the bleach looks good. Just get a wig. Just wear a wig that is bleached out, that is blonde. You know good and well that you're not doing your hair routine as you should. If you get a chemical process like bleach in your hair, then you are going to have to pay extra special attention to your hair. And if you are not paying extra special attention to your hair as it is, don't get a bleach because you will regret it. Yes, it will look good for a week or 2, but a month, 2 months, 3 months down the line, and you are neglecting your hair, you're not doing your deep conditioning treatments, you're wearing tight styles, you're not moisturizing your hair will break, and then you're gonna have to start growing your hair out all over again. So just avoid the temptation. Get some braids with highlights in it, or wear a blonde wig, but do not bleach your natural hair if you know that you're not gonna take proper care of it. I hope that these tips were helpful to you, and if they were, please like, follow, share, and subscribe. We are the Terrinique Show on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook, everywhere, the Terrinique Show. So let's go over again. 10 ways or 10 bad habits that is causing your hair not to flourish, how you're sabotaging your hair. Number 1, going days without moisturizing your hair. 2, leaving hairstyles in too long. 3, not washing your hair tools, scarves, or bonnets. 4, taking hot showers when you know your hair cannot withstand that type of heat. 5, excessive heat styling. 6, skipping the deep conditioner. 7, applying pressure to your edges. 8, scratching your scalp for days without shampooing. 9, rushing through the detangling process. And 10, bleaching your hair when you know that you don't have the patience to do your routine on your regular hair, and now you're adding a chemical process to it. That's just a recipe for disaster. Anyway, I hope that this episode was helpful to you. Please like, follow, subscribe. The Terrinique Show. Have a great day.